LeBron James is very close to becoming the all-time leading scorer in NBA history and will most likely achieve that this season. But he will also climb among the all-time greats in several other categories, further cementing his legacy.
So let's go through them. What up everybody, my name is Stefan and this is Heat Check. Let's get into it.
With 37,062 points, James is number 2 all-time and needs just 1,325 points to pass Kareem Abdul Jabar, which is only 16.5 points per game if he plays 80 games and 22 points per game if he plays 60. Last season, LeBron averaged 30 per game in 56 games, so we can at least expect 25 points. At that pace, assuming that he will not miss any games, the record should fall sometime in late January. Even if he does take some games off, going off of this math, I think it's safe to expect 22 points per game from James in about 60 games. This will finally give him one of the most elusive NBA records and one that we all thought would never be broken. Hopefully Kareem will be healthy enough to attend the game and pass the torch to NBA's new all-time leading scorer. But as much as the scoring record is a GOAT accomplishment, something that really speaks about LeBron's greatness is the fact that he's 7th all-time in assists. Number 7. Not only that, but we could expect him to move up to number 4 this season, which is mind-boggling. With 10,045 assists, James needs just 97 to pass Magic Johnson, 290 to go past Mark Jackson, and 291 to overtake Steve Nash. And since he finished last season with 350 dimes, we can absolutely expect this. Just think about all the playmaking legends in NBA history that are behind LeBron, the guy who's also gunning for the scoring record. Unbelievable. The top 3-point gods, however, are very tough to crack. Chris Paul will likely play more or less as long as him, and as you can see, James needs at least 2,047 assists to get to Jason Kidd, and even more for Stockton. So even though it's safe to say that he will end his career at the number 4 spot, to me this speaks louder for LeBron's career than almost any other stat. We are talking about point gods, and all of a sudden, the greatest scorer in NBA history appears on the list. 3-point shooting is not the first thing you think of with James, but as you can see from some of the names on this list, longevity plays a big role. At the moment, LeBron is 11th all-time in 3-pointers made with 2,140. A similar output to last season's 161 threes would put him at number 7 all-time, since we can safely assume that Damian Lillard would probably hit more threes than James now that he's healthy. Admittedly, this is a tricky category and will change a lot until LeBron retires. With a 3-point explosion in the NBA, players like Klay Thompson will close the gap and may overtake him in the meantime. Still, another top 10 category all-time for James. The King is also number 11 all-time in steals. With 2,136, he needs just 27 to climb past Hakeem Olajuwon and officially get into the top 10. Based on last year's number of 80 steals that he had, it's possible that he passes Clyde Drexler as well for the 9th place, as he only needs 72 for that. Dr. J, Scottie Pippen, and Mo Cheeks are all within reach for the 23-24 season. And last but not least, being 42nd all-time in rebounds almost seems unimpressive and boring. That's how great his other accomplishments are. But with 10,210 total rebounds, if he gets close to replicating the 460 from last season, LeBron could crack the top 35 all-time. Almost all players in the top 50 are centers and power forwards, and considering that rebounding has never been seen as one of James's best abilities, having more boards than many Hall of Fame big men is an incredible achievement. So from an individual standpoint, this season is going to be big for LeBron, and whether team success comes with that, it remains to be seen.
And just a fun challenge at the end. Predict in the comments, when do you think that he'll break the scoring record? I say around February 24th. That's it for now. Subscribe and talk to you in the next one. Peace out. Peace.